advantage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Jim.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
22.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Omaha, ready to move.
Stafford on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception? What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Shoot! Watch the shoot! Slam, slam, slam! Bang out, bang out, bam, bam! Check. Good.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Mike, 58, right there. What's left? 12. 58, Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 36. Check.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
A run there on 1st down, and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out right at the 35. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
We blast and win. Let's go. Hey, blue 60. 54 Mike. Switch up. Check. Crunch. Big 20. Hey, Red.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 47 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Touchdown, Lions. Dustin Hopkins on 40.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the Seahawks first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Carson. Credit the tackle that time to the Deshaun Hand.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you 1st downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up 1st downs.
Quiet, 90. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On first down, it's Carson. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
What?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it with Carson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Green 80. 51 Yeah.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They come out here in the I. They'll try to run with Carson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal from the 1. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
11. Hey, watch that. Check. Hey, Alpha. 54. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
Throwing again. Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Hey, Charlie. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Mike, lady. Mike, front forward. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Right there.
Stafford looks to throw again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 79 yards. as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Get a lady! Get a lady! Light.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it with Johnson. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. And all they had to do is trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And he's got Lockett. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Check the mic right here. We go mic forward. Check. There we go.
They'll run on first down. Carson takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. To throw is Wilson. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Wilson. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
No gain on the play, and it's third down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
This will be fielded at the 17. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Lions will take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On first down, Stafford here. It's caught by Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
We go set. 180. 54. Mike, 54. Let's pick it up.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Let's get it.
44-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You don't know no better. 25, check 25, check 25. White.
Johnson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Stay 50, stay 50.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring. Bring us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Wilson operating from the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
You ain't doing nothing. 40 got. 40 got. Smooth. Hey, check it out.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Wilson to throw. Being chased out left. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the gun, Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Wilson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Seahawks, 1st down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wilson to throw. Steps away. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Set. 50. 54 Mike. Blue down.
They go to Johnson again. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Hey, set. Lady. 54. Line 54. Come on. Come on, D. Hey. Banjo. Mike 54.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Lockett. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Trey Flowers in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.